there is a whole lot of confusion around the action that needs to be taken for the law of attraction to work. I'm about to clear it up right quick. Here we go.
This is your life, no one else has gotta live it. This is your fight that only you can win.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darienne, your certified spiritual rock star. And if you want to get these videos every single week, subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell for notifications. Okay. So I think that there's a lot of confusion around the action part of the formula for manifesting that which you desire, right? So we hear this concept of inspired action, but what I'm sensing is that a lot of people don't really understand what inspired action is. And so I just want to clear it up. So I have heard people like, not that I'm trying to call people out, but I've heard Jack Canfield, who is the author of, he started all of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, right? He said, I believe in The Secret, he said, so you can believe, he's talking about The Secret, he's talking about how you have to believe that you can have what you want and all, he's just teaching about the law of attraction. Then he says, but none of this is going to happen without any action. And that's where, as time goes by, and I'm sure that Jack Canfield has probably learned quite a lot since The Secret came out and since he recorded that. And maybe he meant something different, I have no clue. But a lot of people hear that and they think, I have to do. And what happens is we are such an action-oriented world, especially America, especially the Northeast where I'm from. We're so action-oriented. We're so just like, get it done, get it done, get it done. That what happens is when we take that kind of action, we stop manifesting and we're just doing. We're not, like, there's a difference between just going and getting something and manifesting it. Going and getting something, like, let's just, for instance, if I look at, I've done this plenty of times, by the way, it's just fun to do. If you look at, like, okay, you left your iced tea in the other room and you're looking at it and you're like, I just want to drink that iced tea, but I don't feel like getting up. You could do one of two things, okay? You could just go up and get it, or you could feel what it feels like to drink it and somebody else to bring it to you, and then somebody could walk in and go, here, you want your iced tea? And give it to you. That's manifesting. I mean, that's the way I want to manifest. I don't know about y'all, but that's the way I want to manifest. And if you want to manifest that way too, then keep on watching. So, my dream, we're just going to use my dream because it's a lot easier for me to talk about, but my dream was always, I always wanted to be a big famous singer, right? And a famous singer with a message, of course, which I am right now. I mean, I'm not big and famous, but I'm getting there. But I always wanted to be that. And so I started taking the actions. I read The Secret. I'm taking the actions towards, because I need to show the universe this is really what I want. And what happened to me, if you guys watch my videos, my In the Flesh series about my biggest dreams and my greatest fears, what happened is I kept hitting a brick wall. It was so hard. I was swimming against the current. It was so difficult. I was stressed the F out because I was chasing these dreams like they were the rabbit on the little thing that the greyhounds chase and never ever gonna get it. And then I got all this competition trying to get the same fucking thing. That's how I felt. It felt like work. Oh my God, can we just like release that for a second? Everybody just take a nice deep breath, because I can feel y'all right now, me just talking about this. Take a nice deep breath. Let's just shake your hands out. Just shake your whole body. Gabby Bernstein does this. Just shake your whole body. She does it to Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine. Put some Florence on. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Ooh, whoa. So, just shake that shit out, man. Okay, I'm going to tell you a different way to do things. I'm going to talk to you about inspired action and what it really means to be inspired into action. I want you guys, so let's just put it out there. Inspired action is this. It's the kind of action where, I'll give you 2 examples. One is you find yourself doing something and all of a sudden it's nighttime and you don't even remember when the fuck you sat down. You don't know if you peed all day. I'm not sure I ate today. Where are the kids? Like, you don't know what's going on. All you know is that you've been sitting doing this project and it's now nighttime and you could have sworn it was daytime when you sat there, and it just brings you there with ease. You don't even know how you got there. And I'm not saying like somebody just drugged you and sit you in a seat, but basically that it was such a natural progression for you to go and sit down and maybe start writing a book or start painting or start playing this beautiful song that you'd never written before, or start making phone calls to people, and then or start typing on Facebook, or maybe you start writing a blog or whatever. Like, it's just such a natural progression that you didn't even notice it wasn't work. And you didn't even notice that you were doing anything. It didn't even feel like action. You're just being. The other example of what inspired action is when you feel like you're so impassioned by something that it's like almost as if this energy just lifts you off the floor and you can't do anything other than that thing. You just feel lifted into it. It's a joy to do it. It's easy to do it. You just feel so inspired, and no matter what your mental thoughts are around it, whether they're denying it or not, you're so in the flow that you just feel so impassioned and you have to do it. That's inspired action. And it comes in other different forms. Those were just 2 examples, but inspired action never feels like work, guys. It never feels like work. And trust me, there's a lot of times where I'm inspired into action, and then I start making it work, and then it starts to feel like work, and I'm like, I swear I was enjoying this when I first started, and now it just feels like a bunch of work, because my action-oriented mind wants to come in, swoop in, and start doing stuff. But here's the thing, and Abe Hicks says this all the time. It was kind of like revolutionary for me, is that we manifest what we want, and we get it, and then we get stuck in the doing. We get stuck back in the action. We manifest things because we sit back, we relax, we wait for it to come, and then we only do actions that are inspired when we feel good to do it. If you don't feel good, like, I can't tell you how many times I've just left my messy house because I just don't feel inspired to clean it, and I go and take a walk and do something that feels good and don't even think about it. And sometimes I'll go weeks without cleaning my fucking house, and I'll be like, I don't feel very inspired to clean my house today, so I'm just not going to do it. So how do we run our lives? How do we allow our lives to be run like this? How do we surrender our lives, hand it over to Spirit, and allow Spirit to completely move through us with inspired action, and use us and our bodies as the tools to get what we desire, to be living the life that we desire? How do we do that? Well, we get vibrationally in line with it. Now, what the hell does that mean? I know that can totally, people are like, what the fuck does that mean? Get vibrationally in alignment with that which I desire. Think about it. Feel good about it. Think about it a lot. Picture it in your mind. Feel good about it. Feel good about it. Picture it. Feel good about it. Feel good about it. You could even just feel good. You could just feel good. You could just feel good. You don't have to send requests to the universe. You are the universe, darling. The universe already knows what you want. You don't have to send it any more requests. Stop sending requests. The only reason you envision something is because you want to feel it. That's what it means to get in vibrational match, become a match to it. It just means that you're vibing with it, you're thinking about it, you're feeling good about it, you're on the same wavelength as it. That's all it means to get in vibrational alignment with that which you desire. So feel it, feel good. And if you can't feel good about it, don't think about it, just feel good. And when you feel good, when you're not just think. Everybody I know, I'm very creative. Every single one of my Freedom Friday videos are completely inspired. They come from the heavens. They come from the connection that I have with spirit. Every single song I've ever written comes from the heavens, comes from the magical musical fairies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, I don't care. And you know how that comes through to me? Do you know how I become, it's like the spigot. It's like I turn on the spigot. Do you know how I become that? I just do what makes me happy. If I want to take a nap, I'm going to take a nap. If I don't feel like cleaning my house, I'm not going to clean my house because I don't fucking feel like it. If I'm going to go take a bath, if I got a to-do list up to here, I'm going to go to a park with my kid because I don't fucking feel like doing none of that shit. I just do whatever I want. And because I do whatever I want, it turns on the spigot. It opens up the valves for spirit to move through me. And that is how you call in inspired action. If you really want to learn how to manifest things, it's not about taking all this action. It's about sitting back, going within, and getting your vibrations right, because you can take all the action in the world. You're going to be swimming against the current if you don't even believe that you're worthy of the thing that you're trying to move towards. Get in line with this, and all of that will work. If you have blocks, clear the blocks. If you don't believe, start believing. If you need to do affirmations, do your affirmations. Do the internal work. You guys don't understand how powerful your mind is. Your mind is everything. It is everything. It is the very fibers of this universe. It is your mind. Your mind controls the fibers of this universe. Ooh, that's a good one. Tweet that shit. Tag me, Darienne Empire. Your mind controls the fibers of this universe. It is so true. You are, I don't want to say you're so powerful because I feel like that's become so cliche that you don't even understand it. But like your mind controls everything, controls the fibers of this universe. I want that to be your affirmation. I want that to be your fucking mantra for the next week until I see you next week. My mind controls the fibers of this universe. Know that. Feel that. Know that every single thought you have, it's moving, it's shifting the earth, it's shifting the world around you. Every thought, every single thought you have shifts the world around you. And then this thought shifts the world again. And then that thought shifts the world again. And then this thought shifts the world again. And Abe Hicks always says, a belief is a thought you just keep having. A belief is just a thought you keep having. And so it's this thought and this thought and this thought creates the world you're seeing. This thought, the same thought keeps going out and creating the same world. Change that thought. Don't try to fight the thought, create a new thought. Well, I like that. I like knowing that I'm powerful. I like knowing that I'm powerful. Yeah, this is going to still going out, but if you just keep saying, I like knowing that I'm powerful, this will go out. But it'll start to kind of shift a little bit. It'll be like, oh, okay, I do like that. And then you shift the world around you. And then one day you wake up and all of a sudden you jump out of bed and you make a phone call, or you hop on your computer and you start writing a fucking book, or a month goes by and you realize you've been writing this book and you don't know how you got there, and you're just like, I don't know, this is just so easy. And all of a sudden you are living the life of your dreams. You are guided. You are floating on the magic carpet of spirit. That is inspired action. It's magic. It really is. And that's what it means to manifest. You could work your ass off, that's great. That's not really what it means to manifest. To manifest is just to bring it forth without having to do anything. And I always question that when they say that in The Secret and all the books, you have to take action, you have to take action. And I'm like, okay, that completely contradicts everything you just said in the book. That if you just believe, it will come to you, but you got to take action. No, you don't. You take inspired action. There's no other action you should take, and that shouldn't feel like action. It won't feel like action. You won't feel like you're doing anything. You're just being. You're allowing, you're being and allowing yourself to be and allowing yourself to be moved. And you're in the flow of that. You're in the flow of the currency that's just moving you to that which you are. So that's what inspired action is. I don't want to hear this bullshit like, I play my guitar every day. I play my guitar every day because I want to be a famous singer. I play my guitar every day. I talk to everybody. Well, do you believe? Did you work on this? Because all that work, all that action you're taking ain't gonna do shit for you. All right, guys? I love you. For some reason, I'm feeling like I should say this. If you're trying to manifest your man and you're up on Tinder every day, like I'm trying to let the universe know that I'm open to the world. I feng shuied my whole house. Trust me, I've been there. I feng shuied my whole house. I sleep on one side of the bed to leave my side open. I got my closet. I got space in it for a man. I've done this. That's the reason I'm saying it. That's a little embarrassing. I just mentioned that, but yeah, I've done that. Okay, let's just move everything around, make space for the man. You can move everything. You got to move the internal shit. Move the internal shit. I'm not saying feng shui isn't great and helps with the energy, but like you'll be guided to do feng shui in your home when you're already here. And it's not going to fucking matter. It's really not. If there's something physically that's in the way, the universe is going to move it. Or you're going to be inspired to move it. Or somebody's going to move it for you. Or you're going to be inspired to move it. Either way, that's it. Like, we got to sit back a lot more. We got to sit back and allow a lot more. All right, guys? I love you so much. I really hope that this helped you because I didn't expect this much to come out from this video. I feel so blessed, I have to tell you, to be so inspired every day. I've lived my entire life feeling very inspired my whole life. And I know a lot of people don't get to have that. And I've come into this earth feeling inspired. I've always been inspired. I've always been in line with that inspiration. I've always been in line with my truth because of that. I've trailed off a lot in many different times and situations, but I've always had that in me. And I think that once you find that as well, I think so many of you have that as well, but some of you don't, and I get that. And once you find that coming back to yourself, you'll realize that you really were in alignment with it all along. It really didn't leave you all along, but you probably, maybe you don't feel so in alignment all the time. And that's okay. Just keep doing what makes you happy, and that's when the inspiration comes. Just relax, sit back, allow, and do what makes you happy, and then the inspiration comes. All right, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. Love you guys. Mwah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video right now on social media, and then go follow me, Darienne Empire, on Facebook and Instagram. I do lots of fun stuff over there that I don't do here. Go check that out. And Darienne Music on Snapchat. That's all my fun behind the scenes stuff. And my children pop in there every once in a while. And all my crazy things that I do on the regular. All right, guys. I love you. Until next week, check out this video from the archive. Bye.